The rumour mill has been abuzz with suggestions that Mercedes are going to drop Valtteri Bottas in favour of George Russell for 2022. These rumours tend to cite Bottas's poor run of results lately as a reason for this. However, some have pointed out that Bottas has also had more than his fair share of bad luck recently. Prior to the French Grand Prix, Bottas addressed the media and has now responded to these rumours. I'm your host, Dillon Shelley, and first up on Formula World, Bottas rubbishes rumours of him leaving Mercedes. Bottas began by listing the goal Mercedes have for every race weekend. All we want to do is win. That is our goal every single race, and if we're not winning, it's not comfortable for anyone and makes us work even harder. He then pointed out how luck has played a big part in his results lately. If I look back to this start of the season, which has been far from ideal for many reasons and many unlucky events, it's never a comfortable feeling when you don't have the season that you'd like to have so far. He then explained how ups and downs are the norm. But that is how it is. Everything in life and sport goes up and down. I know the ups are on the way, the good moments, and the team knows that as well. I feel there's a good support from the team which makes it easier to handle. He then directly addressed the rumours about him being axed by Mercedes. With Toto, we speak often. That's normal for us, and we've spoken lately as normal, but I can't confirm that, at least no one's told me. He reiterated that these rumours aren't true. So yeah, that's not true. That's speculation, but those kinds of speculations aren't made up of any facts. They are made up for the clicks, and that's how it goes. For now, the gut feeling is not saying anything. I just want to win races and get the results that I'm aiming for personally. He added that he wants to make it easy for Mercedes to decide their driver lineup for 2022. I want to make sure it's going to be an easy decision for Mercedes to keep me for the future. That's my goal, and that's the only thing really now on my mind, focusing on the next races and go from there. He signed off by revealing if he is worried about George Russell replacing him. I don't need to worry about whether it's going to be George, one possibility, or anyone else. That's not on my mind. I just want to win. Fast feed. Williams' George Russell is obviously aware of all the speculation about him being signed by Mercedes, but right now he's just enjoying driving race by race. He added that obviously he wants to get his future nailed down at some point, but right now he's just focused on this weekend. He also suggested that nothing is set in stone for next year, and he is hoping that his future gets settled one way or another, maybe come the summer break. He is still a Williams driver. He hasn't signed any contracts beyond this year, Russell reaffirmed. Ben Pincus, Director of Commercial Partnerships at Formula One, has confirmed that BWT will be their title sponsor for the Austrian doubleheader. He added that the circuit will be alive with fans against the backdrop of BWT's pink and will be a bright and vibrant return for F1 in Austria. Aston Martin's Sebastian Vettel has explained that in the last 5 or 6 years, more and more information has been added that you have to deal with. Things you have to store in your head before you can focus on racing. Switching from one car to another is not difficult. It's more about dealing with the different philosophy of the team, which changes your whole approach. He further divulged that you have the same feeling for the tyres as in your previous car, but somehow it's harder to find the right window. Tyre knowledge has exploded in the last 5 years, so if you can find your window, it's great, but if you can't find your window, you're nowhere, Vettel concluded. Former Lotus team principal Matthew Carter feels that the current budget cap is a joke, as it doesn't include the salaries of the 5 highest paid employees. Retired F1 driver Mark Webber doesn't think Mercedes will be disappointed that Singapore is off. The same goes for Montreal. The surface there is quite slippery and they don't always do well there, whereas Red Bull has performed well on tracks like that. He also pointed out that Mercedes' Lewis Hamilton is always talking about how difficult it is to get the car in the right window for qualifying. Whether Red Bull Racing has a larger operating window remains to be seen. Alfa Romeo's Kimi Raikkonen thinks that the midfield will be very close. The differences are very small, and so the difference between a place in the top 10 and a place outside is also very small. Paul Ricard's general manager Eric Boullier is of the opinion that it's nice for Formula One and for the fans to see that battle on track between Lewis and Max, and he expects them to give each other a hard time again this weekend. Will Kimi Raikkonen get another podium in his F1 career? Head over to my community page to vote in the poll and let me know what you think in the comments. And if you like this video, feel free to subscribe and check out my others for all the latest in the world of Formula One.